Dang it. What's up, MSFers? It's Monday. Normally I'd be doing Starfield. I've been saying this a lot. Normally I've been doing Starfield on Mondays, but I'm trying to get caught up on some Defense Up recordings, so we're gonna do 2 Defense Up recordings today. Ale Strike and the Combat Wombat. The only thing that I can do in Marvel Strike Force today is pretty much an arena attack. That's kind of it. And so, thank you for that, Old World. Still the best intro on Twitch. Appreciate it. For those of you wondering what Old World is talking about YouTube, you'd have to come to the live stream. Every month or so, I take the past outtakes and I put them in the intro to the video so everybody can see what's been happening. Did I say Old World? I knew it was Old Weird. I'm feeling 100% better today, and I'm only lying by 95%. But we're gonna keep it real positive today, because I should have been sick and over my sickness last week. I shouldn't be sick anymore. So we're just gonna pretend that I'm not. So yeah, so 2 Defense Up recordings. Be sure to save your energy, save your dailies, don't do raids, just don't play Marvel Strike Force. Don't play Marvel Strike Force until the server reset this afternoon when the events start, because then it's gonna get crazy. From what I understand, people are revving their engines, saving up gajillions of energy and bazillions of gold. They're gonna be coring until their fingers bleed, racing to be the first person to Commander level 100 and unlock 3 diamonds on spot. I have a feeling that there's a good bunch of Krakens gonna jump up there, but the rest of us are probably just gonna be like, oh, this is cool, let's just play the game normally. I am saving my energy from today. I didn't bank any earlier, but I haven't spent any energy today. I haven't collected any of my dailies. I did have to do a raid battle this morning because of reasons, but I'm saving all my raid attacks. Saving all my raid energy for later. I mean, I'm gonna play the game, right? I'm gonna play it the best I can and get the most value, but I'm just not planning on losing my mind over all of this. Chat talked me down last night. We had a pop-up stream last night, and chat kind of explained to me that it's just not worth going crazy over. All right, what's up, Doolum? What's up, Xander? What's up, Casey Wymie? What's up, Let's Go? What's up, Sin Minister? What's up, Old Weird? Thank you for that subscription. You are freaking amazing. 10 months, all right. What's up, Pathfinder Gaming? How's everybody doing? Let's see. Yeah, isn't this hoodie nice, Pathfinder? Don't you like that? I'm just catching up on chat here. I have banked most normal energy all week, but still not going to do too much with the level cap. I have 12,000 energy and 405 million gold, tons of training mats and 105 training orbs. I'm still not gonna get very far with that. Yeah, we talked about the numbers yesterday, Pathfinder, and it was kind of abysmal. Like if you didn't bank like 60,000 energy, it's really not gonna make a difference. And Juicy was saying that banking that much energy is going to hurt you more than you're gonna gain on it. So, yeah, I think, if you refresh the 50s and maybe 100 or 2, you just spend, go hard on the refreshes for normal activity. I think you're gonna get to level 97, maybe 98 before this thing runs out. And then it's gonna be a question of how much gold can you spend bringing up 50 characters. 50, guys. That's 10 for each origin. I highlighted 25 characters, and I ran out of characters that I wanted to build up higher. And one of these is Doom, who's at 90. I want to bring him up to 95, and I only have him hearted because he's dual trait, and I'm hoping that counts for 2, much like Kestrel. Still no word if the dual trait characters are gonna fill 2 of those gaps or not. $50 War Tunes, here we go. Thank you for the follow, Mazu X Gaming. Mazooks Gaming, is that how I pronounce that? I think that's maybe how I pronounce that. 48, Kestrel and Doom equals 2. Yeah, I've got Kestrel and Doom on the list, but I can't even generate 48 characters to highlight. Like I don't use Hardlight in the arena anymore. And though she's good on her team, she doesn't need to be 100, you know? I'm not using Red Hulk that much, although I think maybe that's a good choice. Doc Ock, maybe for that Sinister 6. I don't need Cyclops to be any bigger for raids, and I'm not using him on that team anywhere else. Same thing with Titania. I don't need her to be any bigger. I don't need any of these characters to be any bigger. Maybe Dormammu, right? Dormammu might be a good one for me to bring up, but then again, I think I've got plenty of Mystics. Hela, I'd like to bring up. Deathpool, you know what? The New Warrior team in general. I'd like to bring up the New Warrior team. The problem with bringing up the New Warrior team is that 90, 90, 85, 85, 85. That's more expensive to bring this team up, but I do want to bring them up. I think they're an incredibly valuable Crucible team. I'm bringing Invaders to 100. A lot of people doing that with Invaders. I can't pull the trigger on that dog shit team. I just don't like them. I don't like playing them. I don't like their slow ass animations. They feel like they're already power crept because they've never been designed to do damage. Fury is the only character on that list who's valuable, and that's because I'm using him not with the Invaders. Quicksilver's on the list, yeah, he's there. He's one of my first ones to go. So this is my list in no particular order. There are some people on here who are hearted for other reasons, by the way, like Carnage. I don't know if I'd bring Carnage up to 100. I might. That's just because I'm farming pieces. These two are gold farms. Craven, I'm kind of skeptical. Honestly, if I'm going to bring up Craven, I might as well bring up Doc Ock for crying out loud. Doc Ock's better than Craven, I think. You're gonna bring Infestation up to 100? Man, Gnomes, you like doing things I do not. I'm not. My Infestation team is down at the bottom of the roster. Yes, Void Knight is going to go up. I'm definitely bringing up Void Knight. I'm a huge fan of Void Knight. I don't. Some people are saying that Void Knight is just a Spider-Man big time in Arena. I feel he has way more value in Arena than Spider-Man big time. So. And I think he's going to have way more plug and play value in other game modes than Spider-Man Big Time. Yeah, not doing Rebirth, not for War either. All Superior 6 are worth it for CC, and Icarus is another banger. Yeah, Icarus. I need to bring Cersei up too. My problem with Icarus is that you got to bring Cersei along with him, and I haven't been building her, and she's like, she can't hang with the crowd Icarus is running with. This is going random. I pulled 100 million gold, now I have as much as your wife, just in time for this level cap increase. I think my wife has 200 million gold, Gnomes. I'm not really sure. I haven't been watching her streams lately. I've been too busy doing dishes. Dishes and laundry. I did like 8 loads of laundry while she was streaming Saturday night. Okay, so I'm gonna do an arena attack, then I'm gonna jump in on voice, and we're gonna do defensive recordings. I don't know what I just clicked on other than it was the number 2 person because I'm at number 3. My lights keep changing and then my green screen is showing. I don't know what to tell you, man. I don't see anything going on my screen, but whatever. We're gonna go ability block here. Oh, she just ability blocked him. Look at that. That's okay. Truth be told, I don't really need him. That's the thing about Void Knight in this matchup. If he dies, it's okay. He wasn't integral to the success. However, if he doesn't die, he makes it like a guaranteed win. I'm gonna go here, actually, and see if I can't rewind a touch a turn meter there. And then I'm gonna go here, because why not? Ouch, I'm getting brutalized by this team too. I maybe needed Void Knight to not die. I got terrible choices. They picked terrible choices to go after. All right, we still stand a chance though. Yeah, I guess we just squeaked by on that one. Oh, look at that. Wow. That's gross. Why is my green screen so weird? Huh. Yeah, thanks, Dulum. I don't know what that was about, Dulum. It was just the green screen's acting up or something. Okay. That's correct, and we can do a little bit of filtering. All right, so as I filter through these, I'll show them off. Oh, I gotta show you the screen. Through these, I'll show them off. Oh, I gotta. That one. I think. Am I showing you the right screen?
Yeah, you can now.
Okay, good enough anyway.
Hey, Pathfinder.
Okay, what's up, Pathfinder? Let's see. So we've got an SD defense with what's her face in here. She doesn't have the speed from War. Why are they putting her in here?
No.
What?
No.
That's just a mistake, right?
Probably not. He probably thinks she has more speed. I mean, she's still 126. She's kind of fast, but no.
There's better choices than her.
Way
though,
better.
Is the thing.
Way better.
All right. So, and then over here we have a rebirth with Emma. Oh, the TCP on this one. Let me get the TCP on this one so you guys know what we're working with. It's I know it's Plat 2. Okay, this is Ale Strike's defense, 36 million operating in Platinum 2.
Okay.
So honestly, this is not a very good defense for 36 million in Plat 2. I don't think so anyway.
I'm surprised this is in Plat.
Yeah. Level 100 goes live in 2 hours or 5. That's in 5 hours, I believe.
I was gonna say I think that's at like the night reset, not the 4 o'clock or whatever time. Not the reset in 2 hours. The reset after.
Yeah, yeah. It's mobile's offer review reset. That's the one.
The event starts in 2 hours. God, that's hilarious.
Does the event start in 2 hours?
That's hilarious.
Hold on, let me go take a look at that.
Did they fix the web milestone, by the way?
They know it's an error.
Okay.
There's a web milestone, guys. It's like 10, 20, 30, 40, 60, 80, and then the last one is 1,000. And so you'd have to do 10 raid attacks, and then when you get to or 8 raid attacks, and then when you get to the last one, you'd have to do 100 raid attacks to get it in a day, and it doesn't work. So they accidentally added a 0 to the end. They're gonna fix it. It's not a big deal. So
Decimal Point Jeff back at it again.
You're saying that you can't do 100 raid battles in a day?
I mean, you could, Pathfinder, because you're incredible, but I couldn't. Solar schematic ends in 1 hour and 40 minutes. Race to the top starts in 1 hour and 40 minutes. So does Blast Off to 100. Okay, I expected that to be in the evening reset, not this one.
I do love how much people freaked out seeing the 100, thinking that oh, they must have clearly meant it to be 100. That
Right.
makes sense.
Well, I mean, maybe if it ran for 7 days, because
That's
And
pushing it
why
even
would they?
then.
Why would they make it 40, 50, 60, 70, 80?
Yeah.
right.
And
I
not
mean,
8
that
and then
yeah.
100.
That's what I wrote in the server. I was like, that's a really drastic, like it's like this, and then all of a sudden, it doesn't. Whatever. I don't report bugs, so don't come to me about it. All right. So we've got this team, which I think this is kind of hot trash right here. I don't think we should be using Rebirth this season. And then
offense is interesting too.
and we have a Gamma with Big Time. Big Time jumps out with his ultimate on the beginning of this one, and what's it, an ability block or something that he does with that? It's an AOE with an ability block?
It just flips all positive effects and apply disrupt.
Wow, I was way off on that one.
Yep, absolutely.
Still, level 1 Big Time. Don't expect me to know his kit. I ain't even trying.
This team shouldn't be in 3 because then Hulk doesn't taunt turn 1.
Yeah, this is a travesty here. And then we have a Doom with this is weird. Okay.
Darkhold.
I mean,
It's okay. I mean, it's just the exact same matchup. It's just the tangled matchup, and you stun Dormammu turn 2.
yeah,
after 2099,
it's
and then
it's a
over.
waste of Dormammu or Doom. It's a waste of Doom, I think. I'd rather see Quicksilver in here. I'd rather see Scarlet Witch in here. I just think Doom's not a great choice. As far as putting them in 4, whatever, I guess. They don't really function. They don't have a lot of evasion stuff, so that's not really
but
the big thing.
they have stealth, so Agatha gives stealth on her passive.
Oh,
when they
that's
drop
right.
Below health,
You're
so they'll
right.
have the
Okay,
20%
so they
damage.
could do that. Well, isn't it on evade, not stealth?
Yeah, it's on stealth. They have extra damage on stealth, but they go stealth on evade.
You're right. Okay, I'm sorry.
It's both, so like it doesn't have to be triggered by
If they
evade.
dodge, they get stealth,
Correct.
and if they're under stealth, they get the bonus to damage. Thank you. And bear with me here, guys. It's going to be a rough one. We have this is no good.
What in
This is a
tarnation?
waste
Oh
of
my
Omega
Lord.
Red. Omega Red does nothing in this matchup.
He just cleanses because it's room 5, so you
Yeah.
can't control him. But so does Dazzler cleanses on her ult. Like,
Yeah, it's not really going to be that big a deal. So you could trauma stun him or something like that. I wouldn't even really worry about it. I'm thinking the same counters are going to be this that would beat.
absolutely.
I mean, I don't think they need to bring in Superior 6 for this one anymore, right?
MOE smacks this.
Okay.
New Warriors still smacks this too.
Yeah.
Because they don't have Nightcrawler, so New Warriors immediately destroys this.
Okay. And on room number 6 is a
Holy
Young Avengers with Vol and Quicksilver. What is going on here?
Oh, mama!
AL Strike, if you're in chat, please highlight my name. I really want to talk to you about this.
Oh my, we have questions, sir.
Yes, we do. Why are you guys trying to ban Doolum? He hasn't even done anything yet.
I probably have. It's fine. It's the hashtag. It's the hashtag ban Dueling movement. It's fine. I've been informed if I beat Mobile Gamer and Cosmic Crucible that I will be banned, and if I lose, I still will be banned.
Yeah, that's great. The pressure's on.
Yeah, the pressure. So let me just tie and let him win by TCP, and then we'll be good.
Yeah, that's right, Monguli. Yet, give him 20 minutes, then I'll jump on board.
Read chat. Someone said Angelus B Bay. I don't know who that is.
Probably wouldn't even remember I have a comic I won from him, and I was in an alliance with him.
Reads to me like Angel Liz Bay.
Oh,
Angel is Bay. I remember Angel is Bay. I remember that.
They
That
were
was a while ago. Yeah, I don't remember many alliance mates. I'm not a very good alliance mate. If you asked me,
Cyborg Pirate.
if you asked me to name half of my alliance, I'd get 5 of them. And keep in mind, half of them are content creators who I watch on the regular, and I'd only name 5 of them.
12 of them make YouTube content you watch and plug on the recap.
I know it. I'd be like, Updog, Rage Gaming, and Doolum's like, they're not in our alliance, Ryan. Pretty sure Valley's here. I think that's one I could claim.
Valley's here.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yep, there you go. You are 1 for 3 now.
Okay, so starting from the top,
Yucky.
I don't like Tiger in here. I think we have a myriad of better choices, even if it's an underbuilt Noir. Or honestly, just throw in Doctor Strange in here because he makes the team go. He makes what's her face go so much faster. So it's
I'm using Doctor Strange at level 1 just because of the speed.
Just because of the speed.
And it has worked. He couldn't Superior 6 it because he had issues.
There you go. And he'll create gap placement when he dies. So why not?
Yep.
Okay.
I mean, you could throw Quicksilver in here to make it better, Noir to make it better, a Dormammu to make it better, anything. Like, this is not... You could throw a Dormammu or a Doom in there to throw some extra monkey wrenches and just a ticking time bomb if you want. If you're already throwing Doom on defense.
I wouldn't be so afraid of Doom in here. He's just so slow.
Because New Warriors would absolutely destroy this room. New Warriors destroys this room if Noir's not in here.
Yeah. Honestly, I've been liking Darkhold in here better and moving this team to 6.
Yep.
I think that might be the way to go as well because, as we can see, this Darkhold in 4, not fantastic. I think maybe let's take like this team, move them into 1, switch them over to strikers and add in Noir. There you go, Noir.
Yep. Can you go back to 4 real quick? Morgan Le Fay, Skirmisher. Yikes!
Because she needs that focus boost, doesn't she?
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Oh my. Oh mama.
There's the list. Herb's got the list in there.
Yep. All right, so one is just Tiger needs to be not there. I think Darkhold is better in 1 as well, but I think Darkhold's the hot sauce that people have been trying for the last couple of weeks, and they're realizing it can do some things if you don't bring in the right team, which there is a right team. But
what's the right team for Darkhold?
Darkhold Noir is Tangled Nova, Kestrel, and Echo. And Echo, you take out Emma and you put in Echo, because if not, Noir takes a turn and he can just delete somebody with all the assists, and then your team just never goes.
Tangled Nova, Kestrel, and Echo.
Yep.
Yeah, so we're either gonna swap her out with Noir or we're gonna put in Darkhold with Noir. Pathfinder, you still in voice? Do you like that idea?
Sure.
Huge vote of confidence coming from Pathfinder there. All right, room 2. Rebirth with Emma. This is trash. I don't like this.
Yeah, no. I don't think Emma should ever be on defense. That's too much of a speed manipulation character for plug and play on offense, and then going into it, everybody knows how to counter it. So,
although I'd say I almost never use her on offense right now.
Really?
Yeah, I almost never use her on offense.
I've noticed there's not a lot of speed things on defense right now that you need an Emma to break.
Right.
Stuff much other than like a super scroll, but even then, that just gives you a 1 buff, leeway. Because it's 10%.
You could just find a different comp that has less positive effects on spawn and
actually
get the same thing.
And actually have a character that does damage.
Right.
Does something. Yeah.
Okay. Hey, Pathfinder, while I got you on here, before I forget, when's the next war video with you and Reaper coming out? Is that coming out on Reaper's channel?
Well, now it's probably going to be next Sunday on mine.
Next Sunday on yours? Okay. I really like that video, you guys going over those alliances in war. That kind of got me pumped for war, and I was like, man, kind of wish my alliance was into war. That would be pretty cool. And then I immediately failed doing any war attacks. I did 2 attacks.
Then you attacked twice.
I attacked twice.
One of them didn't count.
Yeah.
And one of them didn't count.
No, the third one didn't count. I did 2 the previous day, and then the one I tried to get under the wire didn't make it. Gotcha. So probably I'm in the correct alliance, but yeah, that video got me pretty pumped for war. Okay, so this is hot trash. What do we want to replace it with? Or are we just going to leave it in here?
Whoa. Oh. I mean, Pegasus, Infinity Watch.
Ooh, let's do Infinity Watch. I like IW. Everybody's got an IW.
Also, Agent Venom should be a Raider as well.
Oh yeah, okay.
Everything else is fine.
And all right. And the counter for Infinity Watch is 1 superior 6 member, and it doesn't matter what else you use. Okay. Number 3 is gonna be the game. Well, I mean, sure, yeah.
Kinda.
But the big thing is removing those revives to really cut down on how often they come back.
Do you want to tell people about the big time thing that I tried to tell you about? And then you're like, my big time's level 1.
I don't remember the big time thing you tried to tell me about, so why don't you refresh my memory?
Big time Eternals, and then like Shang-Chi Omega Red. The big time you special on Nebula, so it takes the revive off Nebula and then Gamora. And then when Icarus goes, he can usually get a double tap on a Nebula, and then perma kills Nebula and Gamora turn 1.
So big time, Shang-Chi, Eternals, and who else?
Omega Red. You can throw in Dormammu there too if you just want to shut down the assist, but I usually don't have Dormammu on offense anymore.
Okay. All right. That sounds good. And then we have the Gamma with big time in it. I don't really get this. Why are they taking A-Bomb out and replacing him with big time? Is this just a... what counter is this affecting? Putting big time in here. It's not affecting new warriors, really.
It could affect new warriors if Gwen gets ulted on and then has the disrupt, because then she won't gain taunt when she specials.
Okay.
But it's like, oh, it's also a 1 in 5 chance, and then after that, big time stands there and does absolutely nothing. So, I honestly, we found more uses for big time on offense now. So if you have big time, I would just keep him on offense and put a full Gamma in here, or put Dormammu in here over big time.
Okay.
Because the Dormammu is always a good pick.
I like Dorm over big time.
Yep. And in this room, Dorm's gonna ult turn 1 too, so not bad.
Let's see. Healer's fine. Fortifier's a weird choice. Healer is acceptable, I guess. And then Raider over here with the Striker big time. And remember, big time's going to go first before there are any vulnerables out there. And then he's probably going to die. And you're not going to have any Strikers. So I think these ISOs are not great.
I mean, Gamma's not really great. They're really falling off lately.
Yeah. So I'm not sure if I want to try and push Red Hulk to 100. I'm sure I will. He's going to make the top 50, right? But I don't know.
Pathfinder, that was a good one.
What? Oh, do I need to click on this?
Just look at the last milestone.
Okay. So down here at the bottom, he's got some extra zeros written in there. That's fantastic.
I see you went to the same art school that Run 7 did with that.
That's right. That's right. Yeah. We were roommates in art school. I don't know if we don't talk about it very often because neither of us got a degree from art school, but
got it.
Yeah, we were roommates. Me and Pathfinder were. Where's my buttons? The Darkhold, we wanted to remove this to room 1. And then what did they have in 1? They had, let's see what they got in.
Yucky.
This is gross. It needs to go all together.
Absolutely.
This is fine in this room. We just need to change Omega Red and probably Fire Chick and start subbing in extreme members. That works.
Yep.
So we're going to move this to 1, move 1 to 6, get rid of 6, 6 to the bench. We've got Infinity Watch in 2. We need to, I don't know.
What was in 5 again? The unlimited thing, right? 5
is unlimited.
Gotcha.
So this will be the
This will be Secret Defenders.
Secret Defenders, thank you. And in 4, we could run a Pegasus? I don't know. What's going to be good in the Spec Ops?
I feel like in 4, Gamma Dorm would be better in 4. Because when Dorm goes into stealth, he gets 20% more damage. And if you've got a big Dormammu, and they're underestimating that, his ult can wipe. And then in room 3, maybe just throw Doom in with somebody who's good that takes the ride. Maybe like a Doom, Shang-Chi, Vulture, kind of like how we talked about for the other guy on Friday. Remember, it was like Doom, Shang-Chi, Vulture, and then 2 pre-taunts on the side if he doesn't want to lose that much.
Okay.
Because Shang-Chi is kind of meh on offense. And then Vulture, he's good on offense, but it doesn't look like he's facing many extreme if he doesn't have them on defense. So he won't need extreme. He won't need Vulture to beat extreme.
And then we went with like what, Drax and Miss Marvel in the corners or something like that.
Yeah, just like pre-taunts too.
Okay.
Well, Ms. Marvel's not a pre-taunt, but
and so this hybrid mishmash will go into 3. This goes into
3 goes into 4 goes to 1, 1 goes to 6, 3 goes to 4, and then
all right, let me see if I can just okay, and then we're gonna start supplementing Extreme X-Men in here, mostly for the middle piece. We'll keep Rogue and Gambit, and then the rest of the Extreme.
Nightcrawler and Forge. Those are the 2.
Nightcrawler and Forge. We'll keep Fire Chicken in there then, because she's gonna be redundant in 5.
Yep.
All right, let me see if I got this straight. Number 1 is going to be the Darkhold, but we're going to go probably Darkhold with Noir. We can talk about if we want to leave this team here, but we don't. We're going to move this team into 6. We're going to replace Tigra with... Who do we want to replace Tigra? Oh, just Doctor Strange. Okay.
Just OG Strange. Even if he's level 1, and stress that, because a lot of people questioned me when I was like, screw it, I'm going to put him at level 1, and it got a defense. It got 2 defense wins, actually.
Okay. Angel, the reason we move them to 6 is because they're still really good in 6, and Darkhold is way better in 1. Darkhold stops the counter attack without having to use Echo. So you get to keep Echo for offense going into your opponent's room 1, and you stop their assist in room 1 with the Darkhold, and they can also still do really, really well there. It's just a rugged team.
And Secret Defenders in 6 are harder to kill because you have less damage going into them because you're not getting the striker assists that you would be in room 1, and they're actually harder to kill as well.
Okay.
And then in room 5, there's no reason to put them there because Extreme is way better than just having Ms. Marvel Hard Light clear buffs.
All right, and in room 2, this team is trash. We want to get rid of it entirely. We're going to just put a Infinity Watch in there, and then I'll talk about Infinity Watch. You can use a Superior 6 member to remove the revives, or you could use a big-time Eternals Shang-Chi Omega Red to beat that team. It works really well. And then in number 3, we like Dormammu better than Big Time. And we're going to fix those ISOs, and then we're going to move this into room 4 where it functions better. And room 4, we put in room 1. And so we need a replacement in room 3, which is going to be Doom, Shang-Chi, Vulture, Miss Marvel, and Drax, which will then go into room 3.
Yep.
And in room 5, we're going to supplement this with Extreme X-Men. Mostly Forge and Nightcrawler. We'll leave Fire Chicken if we want to. Otherwise, you could replace them with Sunspot, but it's kind of doesn't really matter too much. And then over in room 6, we're going to go with that Secret Defenders, but we're going to replace Tigra with OG Strange. That's a lot. This is one of the shiftiest ones I've let you guys do to me. I hate when we start shuffling rooms around.
But you agree with us.
I do. It absolutely has to happen. So before I forget all that, I'm going to throw my blazer on, and I'm going to hit record on this.
If they have Black Order too, Black Order in 3 is a good choice, but that's if they have Black Order.
Yeah.
And not even Black Order, just Thanos. Damn shufflers. What's up, Killshot?
You can't convince me, Killshot. I will not do it. What's up, buddy? Hey, T-Dats, how's it going? Okay, I'll jump right out and record this real fast, and then we'll come right back in. Well, not real fast. I got to get it up to 8 minutes, or I'm going to be in trouble.
Yep.
I'm still in the room. I just stopped sharing.
You just stopped sharing.
I just stopped sharing. I'm still in the room. Okay. There we go. Now I'm out. All right. Okay, YouTube, we'll be right back after this recording here. All right, YouTube, we're back, and we're back in the voice channel with Duelim and Pathfinder, and we're going to move on to our next set of defenses.
Oh,
did you give somebody in?
Did you see mine?
No, I didn't see yours.
Oh, you didn't check your DM.
I'll bring him up. We can take a look.
You can do defense up.
Oh, I've got tons of defenses for defense up, Pathfinder. It's that I've got too many to do.
Yeah,
Dude.
I mean, I'm sure you have too many to do.
Your new
I just think
Avengers
we
are
should do mine.
yoked.
Oh, okay.
Holy
I see what's
hell.
going on. Huge new Avengers in one. Still a fast
Good.
team, but oh, you know what? Coulson's gonna open up fast on this, isn't he?
Yep. Well, with Fury too, because he gives him the speed up. So Coulson's probably going to ult turn 1, call in 2 assists, and somebody's deleted immediate. This one shot's Morgan Le Fay's.
Wow, that's cool.
I like my war team. Sorry.
Yeah. Oh no, I
And then
figured as much.
Going with the 5-piece Superior 6 in number 2
You're
because
an animal. I hate you.
yes, Pathfinder hates people. Just all people, all walks of life. He hates them, and Room 2 is proof of that.
We know that's for true.
All walks of life.
Room 3 Infinity Watch right here. What's up, Den Dwellers? Thank you for the raid, Dorky Dad. We're going over Pathfinder's defense. We're not actually making a video out of it. He's just showing off his new Defending Avengers, whatever the deal is.
Full G18 Infinity Watch 2. Yikes. And a 3-diamond Gamora. Double yikes.
Oof.
Oh, man.
Oof. All right, and then over here on the next set, we have... Oh, I was like, why no
You're a
extreme?
yucky
Oh, because
human.
the extreme's over here. I see.
You're
Okay.
a yucky human, Pathfinder. I don't like you
Wow.
very much.
Wow, and then throwing in Sus in 6.
Yep.
What? Are you still full clearing, Pathfinder?
This is my first week trying this.
Oh man, I can't wait. Be sure to like and subscribe to Pathfinder Gaming and check out how this goes. I'm very curious, man.
You don't need to do that because you won't know how it goes because there won't be a video.
Well, yeah, but we could watch on your Twitch live stream, right?
Probably not. Won't be there either.
Way
Okay.
to self-promote, Pathfinder. Way to self-promote.
Well, I don't want to lie to anybody. Like I've made one YouTube video in the last month and a half, and I've streamed like twice. So,
MSPV keeping you too busy, huh? They're just cracking the whip on you.
or whatever you want to think.
Yeah, that's the excuse we'll go with today.
That sounds like a good one. Thanks, Run.
Okay, right here we have. I should probably flip this screen so we can see what that's gonna fit just the way it is. I think if I.
Yep, that worked.
Yeah, it's gonna be too big.
But
if I
you
go
don't
back.
like it, or you do like it?
Oh, I think it's great. I'm just curious if you can still full clear with that much on defense.
I mean, your in-game name makes a good bit of sense now, Turtle Finder. So makes sense.
Yeah. Okay, so we have the Secret Defenders with Sus and Thanos. This is what used to be an unsackable team, but now we know we can sack this actually.
Uh-huh.
So it's is it the tech sack you use on this?
There's multiple. So it depends. If you have a bigger Doom, you could tech sack this and then bring in Doom and walk into a Super Scroll ult, and then your Doom lives, and then your Doom ults turn 1.
Not my
and
Doom.
can take right. Yeah, no, me either. So if you have a G18 Doom, you can do that. If you don't have a G18 Doom, then you can run Rebirth or Bifrost with Echo in here. Let Sus take 1 turn, and then everybody from Rebirth or Bifrost will ideally be big enough and not die to a Super Scroll turn 1. And then the assists don't come in because of the Echo, and then you come in with normal MOEA APOC, and it'll win.
Okay, so basically you just sack with Rebirth or Bifrost, and they just sustain it.
And Echo. You probably need Echo because all the assists will probably get a 1-shot. So if you have Echo, there's no assists.
Okay. Okay, and that's how you would sack the team. Hey, dummy! Somebody in chat's trying to get your attention.
Yes. You could also
What's up,
sack
cleaning
it.
agent?
You could also sack it by doing the boom 1-shot on Super Scroll, but I feel like that was a flash in the pan counter.
Okay. Super tough defense. Let me see what else we got here. And in room 2, we have a full Pegasus team. This is what, Eternals with speed to rewind them, hit them hard, blow them up, kind of thing?
Yeah.
Okay.
A Pegasus that big shouldn't be on defense. That's small, I guess I should
Yeah,
say.
that's small, yeah. Dorky Dad asked me a question. Hey, Run, you available to do a collab tomorrow or Wednesday during the day? I can definitely do it Wednesday. Dorky Dad, I can definitely do it Wednesday after stream. That's the best day for me. If you need me to do it tomorrow, then I can come back after I pick up my kids at, it'd be like 4 o'clock Central Time.
You don't stream Wednesday, by the way.
I don't stream Wednesday, exactly. So I could do it.
You said after stream, that's why.
Oh, thank you.
Uh-huh. You don't want to get people's hopes up and then you don't stream and everybody's like,
I genuinely feel like I'm getting some sort of a dementia or something, like I'm losing my mind. Okay, so this is room 2. That's not that big a deal. It's a little bit weak. Rather than taking this team down, I'd say, hey, we're in the middle of a building event. Prioritize this team and build them up if you can. You know,
whose defense is this and what TCP and what league?
This is the Combat Wombat, and you're probably gonna freak when you hear this, but he's like 56 million TCP.
Not Duelim, that's just the Duelim effect. I like it.
Yeah, Juicy, I agree. I think it's a waste of Kestrel with a team this size.
Yep.
We have Gamma in 3. Stop putting Gamma in 3.
Honestly, they're better in a blank room in 2 and get no benefits from it rather than taking good benefits away from like Doom, Dorm, Thanos, and stuff.
Yep. Okay, so we need to move that somewhere is what we got to do with that. In fact, and here we go. We can just swap places with the Infinity Watch in 4. It'll be fine, right?
I don't really like Infinity Watch in 3 either, because then Phylavel doesn't cleanse turn 1. She ults turn 1. Although Moondragon does ult turn 1. So it's
What's better than Gamma in 3?
That's true.
Gamma's gonna get eaten alive in 3.
That's true, but we can see what else we need here and see what can be moved over. 3 Diamond Adam Warlock. Wow.
Yeah, we'll see what we can move over. In 5 we have, what are we doing here? Am I looking at the wrong list? 51 million TCP, Plat 3. Yep. 51 million TCP in Plat 3.
You know, this is going to ruffle some feathers, but if anybody's trying to climb in Cosmic Crucible and you're complaining that you can't get to Diamond and you can't get Diamond Orbs, you're losing to this defense. You should not be. If this guy's in Plat 3 and this is like the final boss before you get to Diamond, you got to do better to get there.
You talking to me says there's no strikers on the Gamma team in 3. Let me take a look here.
I mean, there's usually not. I mean, the skirmisher on Brawn and She-Hulk is questionable.
You could make Green Hulk a striker, and that'd probably be better than Fortifier, I think. But he's a little underbuilt for the rest of this team, I guess. I don't know. I don't think it's going to make a difference changing him, but I would run striker on Green Hulk. But. All right. So this is a travesty. I don't think this is good at all. And then what the hell is up with Rebirth these days? I hope this person's offense is out of this world, because the only thing they got going on for him is room 1. That's it.
I'm wondering if he's just staying in Plat 3 because people can't figure out room 1, and that's the only reason he gets wins. That's the only thing I can think of.
I guess.
But
I mean,
wow.
Man, I'm gonna have a hard time figuring this one out. This is a lot of stuff that we gotta change again.
Give me an F. Give me another F. Give me a D. Give me a third F. What's that spell?
Okay, so room 1 is pretty good. The way you beat this is with a G18 Doom, or you use a Rebirth or Bifrost with Echo Sack team, correct?
No, so it would be both. You Rebirth or Bifrost with Echo Sack, and then you G18 Doom come in because, or no, so what you do, you Tech Sack, right? And then the energy is going to be given to Super Scroll from Thanos. So then you come in with a G18 Doom, walk right into a Super Scroll ult from Thanos, and then your Doom will get pushed right off rip. Or you do the Rebirth with Echo or Bifrost with Echo, then you can MOE A pocket, because Super Scroll never got energy and he just blew his special.
Okay. Tech Sack to G18 Doom or the Rebirth Bifrost plus Echo into Masters of Evil.
Dorky Dad just said Kestrel and Doom will count for both traits in the leveling event confirmed by Archangel.
Thank you, Dorky Dad. I've been waiting. Whenever I have the opportunity to talk in the Envoy server, it's outside of hours, so I'm not allowed to ping. And so my questions always get overlooked. I'm pissed. Is that MOE APOC?
MOE APOC, yeah.
Okay.
And then make sure, obviously, you take out Ultron and put APOC next to Absorbing Man.
Okay. So he gets hit. All right.
Correct.
Pegasus team. This is easily beatable with Eternals and speed. We like Kestrel for offense, especially with some of those like the Nova Tangled teams, which are super effective in a lot of things.
New Warriors also just rips this. And putting Tony, if you're going to keep this in, you cannot put Tony next to Rescue either. That's terrible placement.
Angel, what's the one shot for the room one? For this room one?
Sus, Drax, Echo, APOC, and then another villain like Omega Red.
I see, the kitchen sink.
Yeah, everything.
Okay. So if you don't have the kitchen sink to throw at this, then we go with the Tech Sack or the Rebirth Mo.
Yeah.
Right.
And then Killshot said you could do the big time cheese where you just kill Skrull and then come in with just New Warriors. You don't even need the Echo because they usually don't take a turn. You could just come in with the New Warriors and then you don't need APOC on it.
All right.
But you need very big fall Omega Red Kestrel to do that.
So we don't like this. I think I'm just gonna tell them to go ahead and leave it if they've made it this far. Go ahead and leave it, but build them up bigger for crying out loud and change the placement. Who do you want next to Rescue?
Anyone that's not Iron Man.
Okay.
Just move Iron Man away because when Rescue goes low, Iron Man gets a reflexive taunt.
Oh, that's right. My Iron Man's never gone low, so I never see that happen.
Well, G18 problem. My bad.
I know. Okay. Then we got the Gamma in 3. We don't like Gamma in 3. They got to move.
Yep.
We're going to move it to 4. What are we going to put in 3 instead of Gamma?
I mean...
we don't like room 6. It's got to go to. We don't like room 5. I mean, I could live with room 5 being here, but it's not a great idea.
Yeah, I'll live with it though.
Okay.
I mean, it's the lesser of two evils when it comes to room 6.
Yeah. Okay. And then Infinity Watch in 4. I don't know.
Quicksilver not on offense, not on defense is also interesting.
I wonder if they could spare a Darkhold. Think they could spare a Darkhold in 3 with Quicksilver?
Unless he's like Darkhold, full Darkholding.
Yeah, Cap and Jins. That's what I'm thinking. Darkhold Quicksilver in 3 is what I'm thinking.
Yeah. I don't know why he doesn't have Extreme on defense. I doubt this guy doesn't have any Extreme members built, because then Deathseed can absolutely leave defense. Put Extreme in 5. Put Darkhold and like Loki in 6 just to mess with speed if you want, just to mess with them. Or you could put Darkhold QS and... I don't really like Darkhold QS because then it's just Tangled Nova Emma Kestrel and it just wipes it.
Well, he's not running Kestrel on offense. Maybe his opponents aren't either.
That's true. I mean, you don't need Kestrel to do that. Just Kestrel made it easier.
We'll move this out of 4. Yeah, no, we'll leave him at 4. Just leave him at
4 is fine because they dodge a lot and they get a lot of extra damage.
Yeah,
so.
4's fine.
Extreme. You need Extreme people here. Deathseed is just... Deathseed was the first month, and that's it.
All right, we're just gonna do it.
I think Deathseed is a literal D.
And then in 6... What have we freed up? We haven't really freed anything. Oh, we're going to move Gamma to 6. How's that? We're going to replace Gamma with a Darkhold Quicksilver or something, and we'll put Gamma in 6 then? It's not like they're going to use Gamma for offense.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, let's put Gamma in 6, I guess. I think this whole lineup needs. Well, the thing is that we got to dive so deep into his offensive structure, and he's not here to defend and tell us what's going on offensively. I'm trying to keep some of these teams together here, but I mean, this is trash, and this is not a great idea. I don't like this either. Oh, I agree. Bobolio? Is it Bob Olio or Bobolio? Please tell me it's Bob Olio. That would make my day. What's a good team for Room 5? That's going to be the Extreme X-Men with Rogue. That's what a lot of people are using in Room 5.
Yep.
Keep in mind, Extreme X-Men in 5 is not going to hold, but it's going to dictate what your opponent uses there.
You got a big enough Extreme Superior 6 struggles on that.
Really? I haven't run into anything that big, I guess.
Especially now that Scopely handed out 3 Diamond Gambits, Superior 6 can have a free-to-play Superior 6 can have some struggles on a big Extreme.
Killshot immediately calls him the thing that he did not highlight. Bobolio and Bob, and that's both sound fun, Bobby.
Glad you're here. I often go by Bob, neither is my actual name.
I'm Plat 3, 33 million TCP. I'd eat this defense alive. Yeah.
What would you put in room 4 ideally? There's 2 options that are going around right now. It's Dorm Gamma or Infinity Watch with Quicksilver over Moondragon. Or you're going to be main room 4s right now.
Ooh, Quicksilver over Moondragon. I like that.
Yeah.
That sounds fun.
Yeah.
4 works pretty well also, Zoboy Fresh, because they do go under stealth and they do get evades and things like that. However, 5, they cleanse the negative effects so you can easily drop Dazzler without hesitation.
Yep. If you don't have trauma and you're going against the mutants in room 5, it's a rough time because you can't control Forge, you can't control Nightcrawler, and they're just going to start popping off because then they can't keep the ability block without trauma. So
what was the team, Juicy? You told me a team I did on stream. I was just rewatching that video. I don't remember what team it was. You told me a team, and it was like Alt on Forge hit auto, and it just rolled over it. What was that team that you had me use on that?
Probably MOE.
Was that
MOE
it?
Dorm.
Oh
like
yeah,
MOE
it was. It was.
Dorm.
It was MOE. I don't even think it was Dorm. And Kang just deletes him. That's right.
Yeah.
All right.
That's why there's no reason to put Dormammu in with Extreme in 5 because the revives are either going to get taken off by a Kangol or the revives are going to get taken off by Superior 6 taking off revives.
All right. So we kind of think that this room 1 is what's holding this whole thing together, right?
Absolutely.
Because the rest of these defenses kind of belong in silver, and this one is something approaching Masters, although I think the Masters are starting to move away from it now.
Yeah. Masters is becoming Darkhold now.
Yeah. In fact, you guys are using Sus on offense a lot up there, right?
The people who are punching up, yes. The people who are in Masters when they probably don't need to be in Masters because they have less than 50, 60 million TCP, Sus on offense is more beneficial. But it's all personal preference, honestly.
Yeah.
I just feel Sus with 4 idiots gives you a full nother team that you didn't have before.
Joe Dale's got a question for you in chat there, Duelam. What's up with that?
Joe Dale. If Infinity Watch in QS in room 4, does all Infinity Watch go stealth and expose Quicksilver? Yeah, but he's massive and he can't get rewound, so he's going to be taking turns no matter what. You put him on a corner, and then he's going to be big. If he's G18, 7'6", he's a big character.
Okay. All right, so this is great for where we're at. I'll talk about you could use a tech sack counter and then go back into it with G18, or you could use the Rebirth or Bifrost plus Echo and come back into it with Masters of Evil APOC. There's also a kitchen sink counter that works as well. I'm not going to bother getting into that one though.
Yeah.
Then number 2, this is Eternals with speed is going to kill this. However, a lot of things are going to kill this because they're too small. Change of placement. Consider replacing the team altogether because Kestrel is so very valuable on offense. But if you really want to use this team on defense, and we're seeing that there's a lot of garbage on defense, so we're trying to keep stuff here, then build this team bigger. And we'll talk about the Race to 100 and how amazing it is to blow all your resources on Race to 100 right now. That's sarcasm for those of you live in chat.
Yeah, if you're going to run Pegasus on defense, they need to be over 2 million to be a force. Like, if they're over 2 million, I look at that and go, all right, I need to take this a little bit more seriously than just throw Eternals, hit auto, and walk away.
Yeah, I've got a fully tricked out Pegasus. I don't even think about putting him on defense. All right. Gamma is an okay team, although maybe Striker on Green Hulk. The placement looks good. However, to make it even better, you could add a Dormammu in here in place of Abomination, but the biggest thing we need to do is move them out of room 3 and into room 4 because they just don't function well in room 3. And instead, we're thinking maybe a Darkhold with Quicksilver or even just a 5-piece Darkhold. Do we have another choice for 3?
Black Order, if he's got Black Order. Just like the Thanos. Thanos needs to be big. My Proxima and everybody else are gear 15, and then just Quicksilver, Thanos being big in here, and then the other ones.
Yeah. Okay. And then in room 4, this is where we moved Gamma to, isn't it?
Yeah.
Are we going to remove Gamma to 6? I thought maybe we were going to move Gamma to 6.
Gamma to 6, my bad.
Okay. Oops. Well, I wrote it wrong in my notes. Let's make that arrow go a little further. My bad. Okay, we're going to move Gamma to 6, so this is gone because it's trash. Stop using Rebirth on defense. Infinity Watch in 4 is fine. You said that an Infinity Watch with Quicksilver replacing Moondragon is a cool little trick.
Yeah, it's not gonna really like stop anything, but it's just another efficiency thing. Infinity Watch ain't stopping shit. Period, plain and simple. It's efficient. It's about efficiency. That's it.
Yeah, you might lose somebody against the Infinity Watch. You're still gonna beat the team, but Quicksilver might take somebody out or make the match last a little longer.
Just last longer. Yeah.
All right. And then in 5, we'd rather see Extreme with Rogue than Death Seed at all. Death Seed's just, it's known counters at any level. It's known counters now. It's not going to hold up.
Death Seed's finding some decent uses on offense as well.
Oh, really?
People have been trying to throw like new Avengers and stuff on defense, and then Death Seed can just rip it.
Okay.
Or they throw in like Death Seed with Fury, like Pathfinder had. Death Seed just rips into all the dupes that Fury summons.
Okay.
And then they all have blind from Magneto turn 1.
What's the counter to the Death Seed team, the super efficient counters to Death Seed?
Full Pegasus, Eternal, Speed, Infinity Watch can beat it too. It's not the most efficient, but Infinity Watch can also beat it. Pegasus and Eternals are your best bet though.
Okay.
Pegasus has to have Fury or they won't go.
Peg, Fury, and Eternals. Okay. All right. And then in 6, we have the Gamma team, which we moved down here. Okay. So we're adding in Darkhold. We're moving Gamma. We'd like to replace the Death Seed. It's not a travesty if it stays, but it's got to go eventually.
Yeah.
And then
I just find it hard to believe that somebody at 50 million TCP does not have any Extreme members built up.
Right.
Yeah. I don't see that happening.
Yeah, they're bigger TCP than me, and I'm running the full team now.
Yeah.
And they don't need a full team. They just need Forge and Nightcrawler, and most of us have that. Like free to play has that, right?
Yep.
All right. I'm gonna jump out of here, and I will come back into voice and hang out for a few minutes before I wrap up stream because I do want to talk about the race to 100. I want to talk about the 50 characters people are talking about building, how hard people should be. I want to go over all that too. So we'll come back and talk a little bit. What's up, YouTube? We're back after recording those videos, and I'm just trampling all over Doolam's words. I got him all. I basically asked him a question and then talked all over him.
Yeah, it happens. It's okay. So that's essentially $100 worth of energy for 10,000 cores. So people, this is a free to play.
Shouldn't I just keep climbing to 100 then? Like, and I think I kind of need to. Like, if I was gonna take him to 95, that was the equivalent of taking him all the way to the top to be comparable with my opponents. So if everybody's moving to 100, then I got to take him to 100 to be comparable with my opponent. So I think it's okay.
So West, he's not needed for DD7. He's a choice for DD7, but the problem is if you're taking in Robbie, he uses Miasma. If you're taking in Dormammu, he also uses Miasma. And then if you're taking in Doom, he's going to use Miasma too, and that's going to be 54 red Miasma pieces that you're probably not going to have.
I think what he's saying is we have 7 choices for Mythic. We have 6 choices for Mythic
Correct.
and Ultimus.
We have 6 choices and an idiot.
Do you want to bring in Ultron? Not really. So
but if it gets you in faster and how many good tech characters have there been? But granted, on this list, there's Kestrel's 1 piece of tech, I think. Doom is 3 pieces of tech, I think, and then we're probably going to bring in Kang again. He's only 2 pieces, but that's not bad if those are your only tech tunes. And then Ultron's 5 pieces, so it may be economical because Ultron uses adamantium, and adamantium is not used by any other person you're going to take to Dark Dimension unless you're taking like Wolverine or Lady Deathstrike, but that's about it.
Yeah. Hey,
so it's an economical choice.
I saw this really cool article about Wolverine and God, I never would have thought of that.
Mind blown.
Okay, without looking the first 5 I have hearted. Who else? Keep going.
Number 2. Nightcrawler.
Whoa, really?
Nightcrawler?
You're going crazy with these picks. You're going crazy.
Hey, here's a wild just shot in the dark. You're not thinking about Gambit, are you?
Gambit.
No.
Oh!
What? Gambit?
Never would have expected it.
Are you for real? Gambit?
Are you just reading his roster, Pathfinder? We asked for your picks, not Run 7's picks.
Okay,
so you know another one you should do?
Yeah, hit me with it.
Miss Marvel Hardline.
Really? See, that's the one I'm not certain about. Because I'm not using the Secret Defenders where she needs to be any bigger.
If you're forcing people to choose 10 mutants, yeah, Miss Marvel Hardlight will make that. But if you're telling people that don't give a shit about the milestones, because the milestones are not there for us, right? I'm not going to sit here and upgrade lackluster mutants just so I can get higher on a milestone. I'm going to get the bonus stuff with whatever bonus stuff I get.
Here's another character.
Ooh.
Forge.
See,
Really?
I'd rather take Forge up than Hardlight, to tell you the truth.
You guys want to know a Mystic character you should take?
Oh, here we go.
Fall.
Wild card.
What do you guys think about Cyclops for going up?
No. Why do you want to take up Vol if she's working in the raids? What's the point?
You guys want to know a bio character you could take up?
Here we go.
Scroll.
No way. Skrull's terrible, man. I just got my big boy Skrull, and I didn't almost shit my pants live on stream as he annihilated my opponent. There's no way I'd take up Super Skrull. It's not like he's number 1 on everybody's. You don't need a tier list, guys. Just scroll through the YouTube thumbnails and you'll see the first 20 characters you should build. My God.
You want to know a skill character you should take up?
None of them.
Black Cat.
Taskmaster,
Black Cat's
baby.
the only one.
Kestrel.
Dude, skill is going to be the worst one to try to max out. If you're trying to max out the event, skill, there are not many good choices in skill.
Well, there are if you like war.
That's true. That's true. War is, if you like war, that is true.
I'm genuinely having trouble deciding some of the other mutant characters to bring up.
Are you pushing for the milestone, or are you just going to upgrade the good characters?
I just want to upgrade the good characters, but if I can round out an even 10 for each group, I'll try that.
You have all of them hearted.
That should probably be stated. You're not going to get to level 100 before this event.
I know I'm not getting to 100. I maybe 97, maybe, I don't know. So I'm just refreshing the 50s, maybe the occasional 100.
I would say Firestar. I agree with chat, but Firestar could be on the way out of Cosmic Crucible because they've been in 3 seasons now.
And Firestar is only if you care about Cosmic Crucible.
Correct. Firestar is solely Cosmic Crucible. That is very true. Absolutely.
She's dog water everywhere else.
Absolutely, she is.
Did she say dog water?
Uh-huh.
That's awesome. I love that term. Shield Trooper, baby. There's a winner. Let's get Shield Assault in there too while we're at it. And Shield Security, the 3-piece royalty. That's what we need.
So anybody wanting to build now, don't look at the current Cosmic Crucible season to build because it's almost over. Don't start building on the current Cosmic Crucible season. So like, I don't know if Forge is a good choice because if they're doing what they need to do in raids, Forge is about to come off CC defense if there's not a room for it.
That's why I didn't have him hearted in the first place. Yeah. Like we're getting into stuff where I'm like, I'm reaching and I don't know if I want to spend on the characters like that.
Like Nightcrawler is going to be great because he's got good plug and play potential.
You know what?
Right?
I'm going to unheart everything I'm not certain of at this point.
You have 40 days to decide. It's not like it's a 2-week event and then before Cosmic Crucible rolls over, you're screwed and you can't figure out what's good in Cosmic Crucible. You have 40 days to do this.
And remember, in the next 40 days, we might also get the Alpha Flight skill team, which has lots of mutants on it. So, you know.
I want you to know that I really don't think that just because they posted a picture means that we're getting that team like tomorrow.
I agree with you, Pathfinder. I said that right from the beginning. It's first, I don't think it's going to happen anytime soon because we're voting, right? Aren't we voting? We're picking 2 out of 3 characters for the rest of that team.
Yeah, so it won't be till summer.
So that's, the votes take like, how long did it take for us to get the Surfer's Void Knight? Like
it was August.
It was a while.
It was 5 months.
So I don't know if it's going to be a Battle World team. I don't know if it's going to be that far out, but I was thinking that's something that could make sense is that they make a Battle World team. Battle World was originally pitched as Magneto being the big bad at the end of a mutant area. And from what I understand, the very little I know about Alpha Flight is that they occasionally deal with mutant problems. And so that kind of adjacently makes sense to me, I guess. But I don't think that team's going to come out anytime soon.
When is Battle World supposed to come out? Did they give us a rough date?
No.
Did they never? No, right? I didn't think so.
I think 2024, but that's it.
Right. Okay, gotcha. Because I mean, it could line up if they're aiming for summer, right? Then it could line up to that. And like you said, the mutant thing with Magneto being the big boss, yeah, it could line up to that.
Yeah.
2027.
I think they've already said they're going to move away from Magneto being the big boss, so I don't think we have to worry about that. But originally, that's what it was set up as, you know.
But like then it could be another big bad mutant. Onslaught. People want Onslaught. That's another big bad mutant. Mm-hmm. It'd still fit the narrative.
I honestly think they are going to replace him with Onslaught. We pushed hard for Onslaught at the meeting. The other thing is there's that gear piece that we don't use, and the theory was that
another mutant you could take to level.
Battle World probably won't happen until Secret Wars movies. It could be. It could.
Secret
there was that gear piece that doesn't apply to anyone, and that's because the rumor is that originally Hercules was coming to the game, but then he got pulled, and so they had the gear piece lined up, but then the character never got put in.
Yep. Olympus extract.
What's up, Tajan?
So the way I'm
Hercules, then they should also put in the horse that he sits on.
Isn't that is Pegasus? Is that the name?
Should be.
It was a Disney joke. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's why I just haven't seen that movie in a long time. By the way, if you're looking at who to 100, if you don't already have them G18'd, or you're not planning to G18 them, they shouldn't be on your list to 100. Because I feel like G18 would be the first step, and then level 100 is the new biggest stat jump. So if they're not G18, you're probably not going to level 100.
Yeah.
Them.
These 5 at the top of my list are the only 5 mutants I feel really good about taking to 100. I feel really good about these 5. The rest of them, I just don't feel like they are going to need it. I would like to take Firestar to 100, but that would be a luxury pick for me. And she's already so low that that's going to cost me extra. Let's take a look at something else.
What am I going to take? Namor as one of my first.
Good choice, Pathfinder.
Do you?
I do like Namor. He's fun.
That's fair. I didn't say Namor. I said nipples, but okay.
Okay, so
he doesn't have them.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Forget Morbius. That's a farm. I have no problems bringing up Icarus, Vol,
Why
Ghost
Vol?
Rider. Well, because I feel like if I bring up Vol, I may not have to bring up the rest of their team for raids.
But do that when you have a problem with Bifrost.
I'm already having issues with Bifrost.
Because you're simming. That's why
I'm
you're
not
having an issue.
simming. Well, okay, it's true.
Yes,
I have
you
the issues
are.
when I sim. When I play it manually, it's fine. Sometimes
You have
I'm in a
no
hurry and I
issues.
roll the dice, and it's like a
Save your
50-50 right
6
now.
million gold and do not bring up Vol. Vol is not going to be worth it unless they come out with like a full exposed mechanic team.
All right,
and
but Dormammu,
even then,
right? Dormammu.
Dormammu, yes.
Okay. And I like
Weaver's a
Doom
good
for the
choice.
dual trade. It's time.
Quicksilver,
Weaver, I
you need
was
to put
a
Threads.
little on the fence about Weaver. I didn't want to bring Weaver up as high as she is already. People talked me into it. I'm getting use out of her. I don't regret it, but I'm not ecstatic about Weaver.
It's a 2-piece in Cosmic Crucible. That's pretty good. And they're used in war as well.
Yeah.
They have a lot
Let
of
me give you
uses.
some other choices.
I would like to bring up Hela. I'd like
So would
that.
I'd like Deathpool
What
as well.
about Robbie?
On the list. On the list right there.
Oh, wow. Mystics, keep going down. I don't think there are really many other, honestly. Maybe
I'd like Hela.
Cersei.
I might, you know what? I might heart her. I just think Hela would be a good choice for a lot of places. She just works well.
You want to make new warriors keep lasting? Deathpool, yeah.
Deathpool for sure. I like Deathpool.
She's the
just period.
pings. But everything else after that
there's
is
a couple mythic characters in Mystic.
Pathfinder, are you going to bring up your war dogs?
Yeah, why not?
They're already level 100 actually.
Oh,
He's already allocated the gold for that, I'm sure.
I don't see much else.
I am currently having fun with my upgrades, and where I'm having fun right now is taking certain teams past 2 million in power,
Nice.
and they're very close. So they will probably be one of the first.
Well, Nakia's a quarter of that, isn't she?
Yeah, she's 500k.
I was gonna say, isn't she 499? That's nuts.
So I could upgrade my Shuri right now and probably get them above 2 million, but where's the fun?
Yeah. No.
We'll see
think
how
I'll be
close
18.
I get. I think the new Warriors is going to be a team that if I find myself with the ability to bring up other stuff, I'll probably bring up the new Warriors.
You want the best bang for your buck for 3 characters? It's gonna be Hela, Zombie Juggernaut, and Zombie Iron Man, because those 3 characters are presumably going to be in the meta next Halloween when another zombie is reintroduced, and the Halloween after that. So presumably they're going to be in the meta for the next 3 years. Those are probably your safest level 100.
We have no confirmation of that. It's just
Correct.
the community would like that to be a thing, and Scopely is aware of that. But they have specifically told us a while back that there was no commitment to make another character the next Halloween. But we came back and said, oh, there better be, because we just love that, you know?
I actually said or else at the end of the line.
Or else stairs.
So
That's about it, though.
So-
Mystic, that's about it.
let's take a look at the bio then.
I wonder who's going to be number 1.
All right. I love Venom.
Suck my.
I love my Venom.
One's gonna be.
What's your number 1 going to be?
Hulk.
Because
Not
you
red.
know what? You don't need a tier list of what characters you should take to 100.
Take the ones you enjoy.
The
what you
ones
wanna
you
do.
want.
Just take the
Do
ones
the
you
wanna
want.
do.
Venom's a lovely choice. He's pretty damn good.
I was amazed at how well he functions. Like,
Super Scroll, obviously. Nova, great. Photon, eh.
we don't have any rumors for you, Royalty. Sorry.
On the new War Season buffs? No.
I'm taking
I'm not
future
under
DD.
NDA, and I don't have any.
I'm taking future DD7 tunes because I'm a scrub.
If you're building for DD7 now, I think that might be a mistake. Because
Rorix, I think you should be saving for DD7 if you're that excited about it, man.
Yeah, I feel like DD7, I'd say probably 60 to 70% of the picks for DD7 are not in the game yet.
All right, so Super Scroll, obviously. I like Nova. I like Venom. Photon is a farm. I'm not building her. I'm not building
gotcha.
Photon. That's a farm for her shards. I will probably take Carnage up because I really like this Hive Mind team. Definitely taking Void Knight up. I think he's amazing. I don't think I will bring up Zombie Iron Man. That's a farm, and he functions without it. I don't need him to do that. Gwenum, when I unlock her, I'm going to be taking her up to 100 also because I enjoy the Hive Mind.
I feel like you're going to get more value from raid teams lately now too. Extreme is getting used in War. They're getting used in Cosmic Crucible right now. I feel like Scopely is trying to give us more value out of raid teams, which is why it feels like they're making us build them higher to do the new changed Incursion 2. So I feel like investing in raid, like under investing in raid teams is not going to be the thing anymore.
And I think that
I would just be cautious with it still.
I would still be cautious. I'm not saying, hey, no brainer, put a blindfold on, take them to the moon, but I feel like you are not going to have as much of an issue of if you took invaders to 95 back in Incursion 1, you're not going to be regretting that as much as you probably are now, even though people are like,
I would agree. Extreme, I think Extreme has been the one case so far where a team is like actually very good outside of raids. I think Pegasus is good.
Okay, they're good, yeah.
But I don't think that they're on Extreme's level.
No, they're definitely not on Extreme's level. And here's the thing with Pegasus, their stats allow them to function. If they didn't have the stats that they did, they would die in the opening maneuvers and be useless. But because their stats are so good, and that will change rapidly with power creep. Pretty soon, they just won't hold up in the opening moves, and they're going to fall off pretty fast.
But I will say Hive Mind so far looks very promising.
Yes.
And with these raid teams, with Extreme, with Hive Mind, they're opening up their kits to be used in other areas and to be used interchangeably with other members of Spider-Verse or symbiotes. And so there's things that we can do. I really wish they would rework some of the other symbiotes as well to maybe give the Hive Mind a little value in War, right? Like, what if Anti-Venom could be subbed in for someone on the team and allowed them some sort of War defensive properties or something,
I do think that, so far, at least, the Hive Mind has already found uses in War.
Yeah.
At least, I'm speaking for myself.
I'm using the 3 you see on screen here. Well, obviously not Gwenum. I'm using the 3 I have unlocked here in War, and I'm loving it. I think it's fantastic.
Energy Steal is one of the best mechanics next to speed. Like, no matter how fast a tune goes, if they don't have energy, they're not going to do their abilities.
Yeah.
So Energy Steal is really cool.
So Peggy is interesting. I don't know. We'll see how that goes. Red Hulk is somebody who I'm on the fence about. I really like the character. I love the battlefield effects. Big fan of those. So I kind of want to make him work. But man, he feels like he's fallen off so fast in the past month that I'm really worried about investing in him right now. Captain America, again, same as Peggy. I kind of feel like, maybe. The rest of them, I don't really feel good about. Lizard, I could do Lizard.
Lizard, yeah, absolutely.
I could do Lizard.
I think Red Hulk is like a perfect use case of a character that in his designed game mode, he will be relevant for a long time from even now.
Yeah.
But everywhere else, he's not going to be as relevant because he's just not as good.
Well, aside from Nowhere, I think those War teams that they put out have had some real longevity. Right?
Nowhere is an incredibly good War team, and they will continue to be so.
Oh, I guess I'm frustrated with the Nowhere team because I love Nova so much, but I feel like the rest of his team doesn't do anything, or that maybe I need to invest in them more to get them to work.
To a certain level, they crush almost everything.
All right, so Mr. War Guy, tell me what's wrong with my Nowhere team, and what do I need to invest in my Nowhere team to make them a little bit better?
I mean, Cosmo in War is arguably the most important besides Nova on that team.
Oh, really?
If Cosmo dies, your
Cosmo's
team falls
the healer.
apart.
The healer, the cleanser, a battery. Cosmo does
Korg isn't. I mean, Korg is good, but he's not the vital member. It's Cosmo.
No, that's what I said Cosmo's like the healer, the battery. Oh, gotcha. Sorry. No, Korg is just there. Korg stands there.
Okay. Yeah, I agree with Korg. I just didn't think it would make that big a difference with Cosmo. As I played it, I was like, that's not great. The dog's not doing that much for me. And I didn't really want to invest in her, but if you think that's going to change the way this team functions in war, I mean, I win with the team. They're good, and I win with them, and I'm not saying they're trash. I just don't feel, I don't know, I just don't like the way it feels playing them. It just feels like Nova's carrying everything.
Well, their problem is they have to be like very large.
Yeah.
To work.
They have to be massive. They have to be massive.
And they came out originally to beat Gamma, and they could do it on significant punch-ups, but Gamma isn't on defense
anymore. And then the other thing is the team has, aside from Nova, pretty much no value outside of War, right?
Right.
So
I wholeheartedly agree.
And that's tough for me. I was a big fan of this team. Obviously, I started bringing them up rapidly for DD6. And then I started playing with them, and I'm like, I'm not having any fun with this team.
But you're making a really valid point right now. For me, I'm going to take Nowhere probably to level 100.
Mm-hmm.
For everyone else, it probably doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
But if you care a lot about War and you want to use them, and that's where you have your fun, it makes sense for you. But it doesn't make sense for everybody.
Where do you have the most fun?
That's why I hate these tier lists.
Yeah, where do you have the most fun? That's where I'm always going to say build the most. Because if you're having the most fun in Cosmic Crucible, take every single toon you use in Cosmic Crucible on defense and offense to level 100 so you can keep having more fun. That's it.
What do you guys think about it? What do you guys think about Moonstone for Cosmic Crucible on the Masters of Evil team? What are your thoughts on her?
She's really good on the team.
She's great on the team, but like, does building her bigger change what she does?
Exactly.
That's the only thing. Like, her stats aren't what make her good. Her kit's already good.
Yeah. And
I would do Titania over Moonstone.
Correct.
Yeah.
As would I.
And my Titania is pretty big. The thing is that my Moonstone, she kind of dies a little bit, and I feel like if I invested in her at least a little bit more, I might be getting some better scores in Crucible because she'd still be on the field at the end of the battle.
I actually agree with Pathfinder. I would do Absorbing Man over Moonstone. Because a pre-taunt is really big. That's a mythic, by the way. Or a mystic, sorry.
The pre-taunt will be around for a lot longer, too.
He's a mystic.
Yeah.
But the rest of this is just, Like, Dorky's going to take up Tiger. I'm sure you're going to take up Tiger as well, Pathfinder, because War.
I'm going to take up the whole New Avengers.
I would say Zombie Juggernaut's on another. I think this is your excuse to build him, my guy.
You think so?
You
think so?
He is nuts in War, and I found a lot of good uses for him in Cosmic Crucible.
I'd sure like to, man. I mean, I started out doing it. Yeah, let's put him on the list. Screw it.
He is good, and if you could spare the DPCs, put him to 3 red, and you will not regret it. Trust me, at 3 red, that man slaps.
All right, I like the excuse to build a zombie on my roster. I'll heart him. I agree, Burnsy. I think Zuggs is a better choice than Zim. Sure, yeah.
Absolutely. I don't even think Zim goes to 100 if you don't have the extra resources to do it.
All right, so let's go check skill now and just go over this. Again, we're not making a tier list, guys. We're just talking about my roster, talking about what you guys think, and just kind of enjoying the conversation for later today. For 7 minutes? 7 minutes. I'm gonna blow through all my currency here.
I think that you have to take any tier list with a grain of salt because it's that person's opinion.
Absolutely.
And
yeah.
I could go make a tier list based on my own what I'm going to do, but that's not helpful.
Mm-hmm.
And mine will be complete. And mine will be completely different from Pathfinder because I am not a big fan of War, and Pathfinder loves War, and I love CC, and he's meh on CC. I'm taking every Superior 6 to level 100 the second I can because I love Cosmic Crucible. Pathfinder would vomit in his mouth thinking about that.
Haven't we seen Kraken's cap out a level cap in 3 days?
Yes.
Yeah.
I would be shocked if it doesn't happen in 2 or 3 days. I think the only limit is they're going to run out of nodes to use campaign energy on. That's going to be the only limit to.
I don't think there's a limit to it for the Krakens. They'll just
no. Well, I agree. I think they would end up refreshing, but I think that would be.
There will be at least a handful of people that are at level 90 or level 98 today.
Yeah.
Minimum.
Yeah.
Minimum. Yeah. There's people with 400,000 energy saved.
They're just sitting around on their yacht waiting for the hour to turn over so they can just start mashing buttons.
Oh, joke's on you. You think they do it themselves? They pay somebody to do that for them. That's
What's
way
up,
too
Groot?
much tapping.
Okay, so Kestrel is an obvious choice. Shang-Chi, especially with mine being 3 diamonds, is an obvious choice. Black Cat's an obvious choice. Nick Fury is a very, very good choice, I think. Kraven wasn't one that I liked clicking on. I'm not a fan of this character. I think he's my least favorite of the Superior 6. That's counting Spider Slayer. I know he does things. I'm saying fun-wise, I don't like him. I think he's kind of stupid. But he's a pretty decent choice, especially since I am building the rest of the Superior 6. Echo is there as a farm. Ignore that. Star-Lord Annihilation was a regretful build. I don't know. Maybe I'll start building up the dog and see if I can't make the team work a little bit better in War. After watching Pathfinder's War videos, I'm getting a little more excited to get in there and throw some elbows. I hate the invaders. Everybody keeps telling me build the invaders. I don't want to. I don't like the team. I don't like anything about them, and I don't want to do it. So I'm not gonna.
You can wait. Just wait. Maybe if you take Nick Fury to 100, Nick Fury could carry that entire team.
That's my hopes. That's exactly what I'm hoping will happen.
Nick Fury's the linchpin, and if Iron Fist survives, he can just keep reviving people. That's all you really need.
And this is the next one I will build. If we start flying through bio and we're trying to 100% our lanes, and my alliance needs me to do it, then I bring up Iron Fist World War II. And we see what happens.
Coring those nodes,
yeah,
whether they're level 95 or 100 or 105 or 110.
Yeah,
we're not making our alliance do skill. That's disgusting.
Okay.
I'm not doing that.
If you are not pushing for top 10 raids, there is zero. There's negative percentage.
Yeah.
To why you should be doing skill at all.
It's gross.
One side should be getting all the way to the end with 5 people on it. The other side do as far as they can with 3.
Yeah.
Yep.
Portland RoboCop. My Shang-Chi doesn't actually hit that hard. I end up using him in these counters where there's not a lot of positive effects for him to go off of. And so it's more about the turn meter rewind. He still hits good, especially for 3 diamonds and everything, but it's not anything I'm gonna write home about. Here's something that is a little bit more for my personal taste. Okoye and Nakia, the War Dog team itself, I like them. I try to use them when I shouldn't all the time, and it kills me. But you know, if the reward structure of War changes, if there's more reasons to start going harder in War, I would like to have a bigger War Dogs. The team is a lot of fun for me to use. I'm not going to. They're too far down.
Or G18.
Yeah.
Just not Shuri? Is that your only one you're missing?
It's just not Shuri.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Ooh, Hawkeye, 10 out of 10 pick. Heart that guy. He looks so
thank
cool
you.
with his glasses.
Here's another one that's totally useless. I love Taskmaster. Every single aspect of Taskmaster, from the movies to this game, everything, I just love him. I'd like to build him up just for fun. I also like Zemo, but he's just too long in the tooth at this point.
Zemo is the one where it's like, no, don't build him, because where do you use him? Like,
right.
Yeah.
But
at this point,
like Taskmaster,
I mean, Gamora too. If Infinity Watch is staying in the meta,
there you go.
Gamora's a choice too.
Gamora's another choice, right? It's a choice.
All these characters I'm gonna take up, and it just brings me great joy.
And Ronin, obviously, Pathfinders. That's you're Pathfinder. Ugh.
My Ronin is my next 3 diamond purchase.
Is it?
Wow.
Yeah, you got Ronin. If you like War, you got a lot of skill picks because you got Ronin, Mockingbird, Taskmaster. You get Black Cat, obviously. You got a lot of skill picks here.
Nakia
too. Yeah, sorry.
Did we miss anything?
Bio, Mystic.
Bio, Mystic, skill, tech. We didn't do tech. Let's go look at tech.
Right.
Take a look at tech here while we wait for 1 more minute.
Speed run.
Okay.
Man, there really is so many skill options for War.
Big time Spider-Man. No, thank you. So here we go. Look at Kestrel and Doom in the list again. Kang, of course. Dr. Octopus, because the Superior 6. Vulture, he's amazing. Classic Green Goblin, an obvious choice. My Pegasus team. I built them big to start with. I could continue crushing people with them. don't know if that's a great idea. We just talked about how they're gonna get power crept and fall off pretty fast. Do I extend this team's life by making them 100 right now, or forget that?
Spider Slayer?
Spider Slayer, another good pick. I like him better than Kraven, but I've already got like 6 people queued up for my Superior 6 team, you know?
Yeah, but you don't have that many people for tech. Because Doom counts as Mystic. Holy crap. Mystic and tech. So he's a double. And then who else did you have? You had Kang, Kestrel. Kestrel's also a skill. And then you had Doc Ock, Vulture, and Green
I got
Goblin.
6 people picked right now.
You really only have 3 people because you only have Kang, or you have 4 people. You have Kang, Doc Ock, Vulture, and Green Goblin because Kestrel and Doom can count for the other ones.
It's so crazy that if, like, for me, I have so many like choices of characters that I want to take up because I like a certain game mode.
Yeah, no, absolutely. That's the thing about war that's cool is, and that's hard for people to get into, is you need to build 20 teams to be able to do war. And I think that's just such a big, like, entrance fee for a lot of people coming into wanting to do war. I think that's the worst thing about war is it's a 20 team entrance fee, because Underworld got reworked 20 months ago, 2 years ago, and they're still being used. Like, I didn't build Underworld 2 years ago because I didn't care about war, and I'm still being penalized for it.
Ultron is a mythic character, and for that reason alone, I think that he deserves some thought.
No.
I agree. I think it's a no also. We already talked about the mythics, and he's not.
Let the thought go out of your brain.
He's not there, but him and Ultron are the only two, or him and Ultimus are the only two that get left on the bench there. He's obviously a better pick than Ultimus, but I mean, there might be a case where some people need to bring up Ultron instead.
Is also skill.
Who's also skill?
He has Kestrel Hearted.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying.
Mysterio is another character that he's good. He's good.
Yeah, Mysterio's a good choice too, actually. I didn't think about Mysterio.
A lot of people like the Infestation team. It's not for me, but people are talking about it.
Vulture.
I don't see anything else in here other than Spider-Man Big Time, which isn't for me. So
you got Vulture Hearted already.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So for me, really, it's probably the cheapest thing for me to do is bring up the members of the Pegasus team, maybe Spider Slayer or something like that.
Are we allowed to spend energy now or what?
I don't know. I'm gonna restart. Here.
I'm gonna do that right now.
Let's see what's going on. Let's go check out this event. I'm gonna let chat tell me if the points are not applying or something.
Top TC player is on now. Yep, figured. Also, I did not get paired up with Mobile Gamer.
Oh,
maybe tomorrow. Who knows? Maybe tomorrow if we both win or we both lose.
Well, watch and see if chat steers him off a cliff.
Oh, absolutely.
If Mobile loses, would you take the loss to try and chase him?
No, no, I wouldn't. No, I want to go for top 200. I want those Dark Diamond promo credits, the extra 1,200. My goal at the end of this season was Masters 2, but unfortunately Masters 2 this season is Grandmasters last season, so.
Oh, waiting on loading bars. Are you guys in game now?
I had to reset. I'm waiting to load as well. Oh, yeah, you can level up. Look at the top left. You had a XP bar.
Valiant Veteran Blitz. Race to the top has started. Blast off to 100. Alpha raids coming soon.
Look at the top left of your screen.
Look at that, baby. Bar. We're ready to go.
Good
okay.
God, it's 50,000. It's 44,000 XP. That's disgusting. That's one level. Ew.
44,000. That's not that bad. It could be worse.
That's what you can spend in one day, technically, without, like, if you spend on all the nodes. Also, don't forget about your incursion campaign energy. That has XP on it too.
Oh yeah.
So how much energy is that?
44,000. It's 1-to-1 ratio XP to energy.
Dang it.
Yeah, it's 1-to-1.
I had 12,000.
If it was 4-1, we were so close, Pathfinder.
What do I farm?
Darn it, I really thought I exploited this event
Yeah, really
by having 12,000 energy, so I could exploit it.
I'm really happy, Pathfinder, that you're
exploit to save energy.
Yep, I'm really happy that you're a week ahead of me.
Is everybody in Marvel Strike Force farming the same damn node, and so it's running like molasses right now? Is that it? Like everybody just jumped in here?
Don't
Everybody
think
was planning on exploiting level 100, so they
Dude,
all
will
lost
you
it at the same
shut
time.
up about exploiting? Oh my god.
Exploit finder over here.
I don't know who you're making fun of, but I can make my inferences.
Anybody who uses the word exploit as if you're exploiting something. That's a feature in the game. I'm not singling out anybody because I don't watch anybody's videos. I just see their thumbnails.
Who's exploiting? I didn't know there was an exploit.
I don't know. I just see the word all the time, so I just say it.
Yeah, some of the content creators are getting a little fast and loose with their semantics.
Watch me exploit this team by using this secret counter that everyone knows about.
Right.
I hope you know I'm never gonna see the word exploit the same ever again because of you.
You're welcome.
Every time I see that word, I'm just gonna hear your voice going exploit, exploit. That's funny.
I don't even know what nodes to farm right now because there aren't that many. There's gold nodes, and I need like the healing cats and stuff.
Gold training mats, healing.
Time to spend all this energy.
And exploit.
Exploit this game.
Hey, can you start a timer when you start spending energy? I'm genuinely curious how long it takes you to spend all of it.
I mean, I feel like I'd be wasting all this energy that I save.
If this isn't the time to use it, you gonna save it for the next exploit?
Yeah. There's always one that you can do.
There's always the one-up of the next exploit. You could save it for when that triple XP event starts that they said was gonna happen in the data mines, or the quadruple XP. You can get there even faster.
That would give me exactly what I need to get.
I was gonna say
next.
That's the 4-to-1 ratio. You get to the level 96 before anybody. Same run, same.
The game is exploiting me.
I'm free.
Oh my god! Come on!
That's one crash. All right.
Well, so far it takes 5 minutes to crash the game, Pathfinder. I don't know how long it's gonna take to farm all your energy, but it took 5 minutes for me to crash the game.
I just got crashed too.
Look, I'm telling you, you just had to be prepared. Like, my game doesn't crash.
Look like everybody's kind of crashed right there.
That's hilarious.
You know what? I gotta go pick up my kids. I'm not gonna sit here refreshing energy while it crashes. I'll wait until all you try-hard, sweaty nerds get done exploiting the game with Pathfinder.
Exploiting.
Don't worry, it'll only take me 5 minutes to exploit that.
I swear, Pathfinder, you make it sound like you got a red dot over your head, man.
It takes longer for me to exploit other things in my life.
Pathfinder, you have no idea how excited I am to have you on my game show. You have no idea.
I'm looking for that as well.
The second Mac Italy said you, I was like, oh my lord, could you have picked a better person? I'm genuinely so excited.
Me too.
I could tell. The enthusiasm in your voice is just oozing.
All right, everybody, go have fun exploiting with Pathfinder and Duelam. I'm sending you guys off to Reminix.
If that's sending them somewhere we're not.
If that's not for you, then you've got Mobile Gamer, Ambassador Al, Beetlejuice. Looks like that's about it. To go check them out.
2,000 energy.
Way to go, Pathfinder.
You're flying.
This is such a waste.
I'm glad you found the right path to spending energy faster.
Duchess, what did you want me to read in chat?
Uh-huh. How long did you save that for, Pathfinder? Like 2 weeks?
Yeah.
About that's what I figured.
All right, everybody. Don't spend too much. Don't get too carried away. Don't do anything you regret. You got 40 days to figure out your path, and Pathfinder will help you exploit along the way. And Duelam can be sure to give you some great ideas on stuff that you may or may not want to invest in also. Have fun hanging out with everybody on Twitch, guys. Bye.